Cool.
We're live. We're live. I think we should do this at 8:05 because then we could have a really cool jingle. We're live. We're live. We're live at 8:05. We're live. We're live. We're live at 8:05. Is my thing echoing?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
Sounds good to me.
That was quite funny last time we had Julie on, and it was like everything was repeating, and it was like
it was bad.
It was a dance remix.
It was really bad.
All right, intro video.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's
Man, I love that jam. It just
the best.
All day. Friends, welcome. Perla, Rob, April, and Jim. Always good to see you guys in the comments. Shout out to Erica for giving the Groffs. This was a mug. When we first moved in, we said all the things that we needed, and we got a load of mugs from the Groffs, and they gave us Glenn's Full Hospital mug.
Nice.
So, I'm drinking peppermint tea because my voice is leaving me. Oh, Rob, it's always good to see you too, mate. Need your encouragements in my life. Good to see you. Tim.
Yes, sir.
What is new on Wednesday? What's new on Wednesday?
What's new on Wednesday?
Yeah, I feel like I need it like a news update from you. Give us a quick update. Like what's happening on Wednesday in the world of the world.
In the world in general, oh man, I don't know if we want to really get into that. That doesn't sound fun.
Okay. What about in Bo's world? Maybe that'd be a better one.
Oh, in Bo's world on Wednesday. Bo was really sad tonight because he started crying, and I asked him why he was crying, and he said because Judah was knocking down all of his toys when he was playing at Nana and Papa's today. I think that was just a ploy for me to feel bad for him and spend more time in the bedroom, because that was hours before, and he had been totally fine up until that point. So
strategic. I like his visionary thinking. It's good.
He knows how to get what he wants. That's for sure. So other than that, he's crazy. What about Killian? Anything new in Killian's?
He's been really into the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles recently.
No, that's not the name. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, is it? Oh, in fairness, you're right, actually. Yeah. Why do I Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles?
I don't know.
Teenage Mutant Hero.
No, stop it. Stop. Please stop.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Please stop.
That's weird. I've always thought it was Hero Turtles. In the song, I know when you see it, it's Ninja.
When you see it, when you hear it, when you see it, when you hear it, when you feel it, anything, it's always.
Guys, can you imagine what it's like? Can you imagine what it's like sharing an office space with Tim and Brittany, always just going at me with all the things I say wrong all the time? It's unbelievable.
Oh,
it's amazing we get any work done, considering the
that's true
abuse I get. Anyway, talking of strange things. I made a video. I shot a video on my phone while we were in England of all the things that I think in England, you guys in America would think is weird. So I'm going to play this video, and if one of your triggers is food that might make you throw up, don't watch this video because it might do. But whenever I watch it, I just get really hungry. So here we go. I'm very excited for this.
This is mint sauce. You dip meat and other things into it. And this is cauliflower cheese. It's cauliflower covered in cheese. Oh, Tim, that, my friend, is real bacon. You see it? That's real bacon. Real bacon. Beautiful afternoon in Southend on Sea. Eating Tim's favourite, Whelks.
So if you can't read that, guys, Whelks is a common name for a various kind of sea snail.
Who out of the SCV family would eat one of these? That's the sucker. Sticks to stones. What do you think? Right, next up. Struggling. Trying to get it out. There we go. There it is. It's got onions in it. It's pickled. It's like a herring. What do you think?
Pickled herring fillets.
It's alive. It's alive, mate. There's one bit left, Tim. It's got your name on it, look. Tim, meet me. Tim, meet me. Tim. Fresh from the ocean. Fresh from the ocean. Lovely jubbly.
Tim is literally disgusted. Watching him watch that video was the best part of the video.
Oh, that was horrific. That was...
So, a few questions coming up. Rob, first time seeing UK bacon. Well, Rob, hopefully you now know that that is what bacon should look like. Secondly, escargot. I'm pretty sure that's like a fancy name for snails, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that. It's not quite snails. These are bigger than snails. Whelks, they're the ocean snails, Jim, and they're far tastier in my opinion. Rob, are whelks eaten raw or cooked? Raw, Rob, raw.
Never.
Jim.
They're not. They shouldn't be eaten.
Jim, I'll pass on the herring, thanks. Jim, it's pickled. It's delicious. Rob, raw mops is probably the funniest food I've ever heard of. Well, okay, fair enough. Rob's loving it. Perla, wow, first time I've seen that food. You seem to really enjoy it, so I have to believe it's good.
No, you're right too there. Nice.
Straight up, Perla. Words
That's of wisdom. Too nice, Perla. That's
what a surprise, Brittany Moore.
Those, what was it? Roll mops?
Roll mops for the second thing. Yeah.
That sounds absolutely horrific. Just the name, and then the look of it.
No, the whelks. Surely the whelks look worse to you, Tim. Didn't the whelks look bad? They're like sea snails with like this. You can see the sucker on it.
That looked bad too. I don't know why the roll mops got me.
April, air high five. I would try the snails, but fish no go.
You know I don't like seafood, so
listen, April. I'm all about the pizza. I get mix probably once a week. Sometimes no, normally once a week. So I'm all about the pizza. But listen, whelks by the sea. You're sitting by the sea. You got your vinegar on the whelks. You got your pickled herring. You know what's really funny is that I actually wanted to have jellied eels, but they got my order wrong. That was going to be the best video. It's literally Tim's nightmare. It's like bits of eel with bone in it, covered in gelatin, and you like eat it, and then you like spit the bone out. Next time.
Brittany is like vomiting in the living room right now. Oh my goodness. What did you say? Jellied What? Eels?
Jellied eels. Shall we see if we can get a picture quickly?
I'm Googling it right now. That's
Yeah.
disgust that. Why?
Here we go.
You like this?
Yeah, it's brilliant. Here we go. Okay, let's see. How do I share do I share a picture?
Don't.
Share screen.
This is not.
Would like to record.
Oh
Why
my
don't I
gosh.
record my screen? You don't need to record my screen.
It's horrible.
All right, here we go, guys. I mean, you can all just Google it. I'm sure you're all Googling it now anyway, but here we go. This is what a jellied eel is. A window. Yeah. Why am I not able to? Come on.
I don't know, but there's one on here that's labeled "An American Tries London's Jellied Eels," and he looks very upset. He is
Wow.
not pleased.
Listen, guys. Okay, here we go. What's going on here? No, I'm not talking about that, April. We're not talking about that. It was never about tea and taxes. It was the food that made the colonists.
Yes, Brittany.
That is deep. That is deep. Really. Okay, Jim. Now that's crazy, mate. Peanut butter eels. I can't get on board with that, mate. Unfortunately, jellied eels are great, but guys, you're gonna have to Google jellied eels. I can't.
Oh, you can't get on with the peanut butter. But you can get on with the jelly. That's just. I'm distraught. I don't know how else to explain the way I feel right now.
Listen, I really just think you need to just get over it, mate. I think you need to start trying out new foods. That is what I think.
No.
Jen, you got to be here on time, mate. Otherwise, you miss the whelks and the pickled herring. Okay.
Yeah, you definitely have to go back, Jen, and watch that because I think Jen's gonna have a very strong opinion on.
Yeah. I think she'd try it. I think, knowing what I know about Jen, she would try the whelks. She would try
Probably.
the pickled herring. Okay. Guys, I've got a solution. It's coming right at you. I'll show you what jellied eels are. You ready? Tim's ready. He loves it. All right, here we go. Downloads. Uploading.
Can I just hold up my phone, or will that look horrible?
I don't know, but here we go. Look here. Look, add to stream. This is what jellied eel is,
Oh
guys.
my gosh.
Jellied eels. Jellied eels are a traditional English dish that originated in the 18th century, primarily in the East End of London. The dish consists of chopped eels boiled in a spice stock that is allowed to cool and set, forming a jelly. It's usually both served and eaten raw. See this? Jellied eels. Erica, you guys are going to have to watch. Johanna, I would try that. Brilliant. That is what I'm talking about. Erica, just logged in. You're going to have to watch it from the start. You're going to have to watch it from the start. We had a video about some English delicacies.
Oh, I hate it.
Okay, Jen, we'll let you.
Can
off
you
for that.
take that off the screen? Take it off the screen. Can you wait? I don't know how well this is going to work, but can you guys see this guy's? He's eating jellied eels right now, and that's how he looks. He's not pleased.
Well, he's clearly ignorant, unfortunately.
He's very wise. What are we doing right now? What jelly? Oh,
It was very good. And every time every time I watch it, it makes me hungry. So, guys, if you didn't see the video, you can watch it again, and you'll see all about mint sauce, cauliflower cheese,
that looked good,
whelks, and roll mops,
and bacon.
I'm not even going to rise to it. Not going to rise to it. Right. Well, we're allowed at least 15 minutes of madness, and we're at 8:14. So the madness ends here, Tim. All right. No more madness from you.
Thank God. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Jesus.
Madness. Right. How's everybody doing? How's their week going? I'm sure you guys all have this in front of you. If you don't, I'm going to help you out. From Sunday, we talked about unexpected party guests, and the talk was about Mary and Joseph. And you can see here, we had some reflections for the week, right? You see this? Got who is condemned in our society and why? Where are they in your life? Okay, so we're going to reflect upon that this evening. So I'll put the questions in the chat and just jump in, guys. If you want to share on the stream, you are very welcome to. But the first question is, who is condemned in our society and why? Who is condemned in our society and why? Let's hear some feedback. Well, okay, so Jen, that actually links pretty directly with what we're talking about. So Jen said, our school PTA is attempting a multicultural event and I'm the only POC on the committee.
Person of color.
Yeah. I was just scrolling through. Thank you.
Sure you were.
I basically just told all the white ladies they couldn't set up a bunch of tables teaching black and brown folks about their own culture. Good times.
What? Brittany's talking to me, but...
Yeah, that's not great, is it? So, okay. Yeah, okay. Jen, so ultimately we could... Well, not could. We can definitely state that people of colour are condemned in our society, whether directly or an undercurrent of racism. And then April, I'm condemned, I've been embraced and loved by SEC. Wow. Yeah, April, where we're all sinners saved by grace, right? And loved by SCV. It's great. We are embracing it. Yes. We had a conversation about these questions at dinner on Monday night. It was great. Oh, that's cool, Jen. You had a conversation about these questions at dinner on Monday. That's brilliant. Nora was really into it. Love it. Nora, what a legend. So who else can we think about? So who else is condemned in our society, you think? Okay, Jim, straight in here. Let's have a look. People who don't fit into other people's ideas of who and how they should be, usually because they're not the same as the people making those judgments. Sure. Yep. Yeah, Rob, the disabled are often condemned. Yeah. So the next question kind of plays into this, like, where are they in our lives and how do you think Jesus would bring hope to these people? So I'll post this as a banner. Let's try and think of practically what we can do other than just simply praying. How do you think Jesus would bring hope? How can we, no, let's do how do we think Jesus, then we can turn that into a question for ourselves. How do you think Jesus would bring hope to these people? How do you think Jesus would bring hope to these people? What do we think? Yeah, love that honesty, Erica. I really struggle with people who don't vote the same way as me and confess that I look down on them. That is really, really, I love that honesty. I definitely battle with that when with people's opinions that I don't agree with and just kind of almost think that they're ignorant or uneducated, which is not appropriate, is it? Because actually there's plenty of people that are much more intelligent than me that don't agree with me on lots of things.
And they probably think the same of you sometimes, so.
Yep. Yeah, do you want to unhouse people sometimes? Okay, so far we've got people of colour, unhoused people, disabled people, all people that we condemn in society. And what do you think how would Jesus bring hope to these people? He would bring compassion, mercy, and grace. But Erica raises a really good point, doesn't she? Because actually, it's not easier, but it's easy to see how those three people can be condemned because they have an obvious disadvantage right from the outset. Whereas actually people that don't agree with us, or maybe, you know, can be the same demographic as us, but they have like difference, like where it's voting or whatever. I don't know. I always find those people much more difficult to love. I just feels like much more like I have less grace for them, which shouldn't be the case. Correct. Yeah, Rob, same. It's hard to love the people that I don't see eye to eye with. Brittany, people with criminal records or those who have had abortions come to mind in light of all the protesting today. Both of whom exist all around, but try to hide because society, the law, religious systems condemns them, often focus on punishment, not restoration. Yeah. Yeah, really good, Erica. Humility to listen. Yeah. I think it's also really easy to just judge from afar, isn't it? You've seen there's some really good videos of a documentary where people that are really battle with Muslims, they just really have this hatred for them. And then there's this, I don't know if you've seen this documentary, and the guy, they basically set up a talk where a Muslim will go and meet this guy, and the guy's just like dumbfounded. He's like, oh wow, like you're actually a really nice guy. You know, that whole thing about, you know, what Brittany's been talking about the last month or so about getting proximate with people, it can be a game changer, right? Just getting proximate with someone that we really don't agree with or don't like, or someone that we would struggle to love, getting proximate can change our whole mindset. You know, it's why kind of traveling or doing missions trips, going to different places can have a massive impact on people's lives, because it opens your eyes to things outside of your bubble, as it were, right?
I think practically, like when Jesus was actually here, what he did was he spent time with those people.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, you think of like Zacchaeus or the lepers or whoever it was that like no one else wanted anything to do with, and he embraced them and went to their home and shared meals with them and prayed with them. And yeah, a lot of times it's easier for us to just pray from a distance or whatever, throw some money at them, whatever it is, and rather than actually like sitting down with those people and getting to know them on a deeper level.
Yeah. It's good, Jim. Jesus would love them. He loves everyone. Many people don't know that, don't believe that. Invite those people over, buy them a meal, talk to them, be seen in public with them. Brilliant. Something really practical, isn't it, about that, inviting those folks over. So just throwing a pickled herring into the mix. Jen, it'd be good to hear from you on this. You've got a daughter. She's like Nora's like 6, right? Where do you kind of, you know, a boundary thing? Like I've got obviously Killian who's 3. I'd find it difficult to maybe invite someone over that I was slightly intimidated by. Like let me give a real life example. So for example, if I was like a guy that was homeless, or someone that I didn't really know at all, from Adam, like I love that heart behind that, and I want to do that, but I feel like I need a bit of relationship first. Do you know what I mean? Just kind of get to know them, which maybe is a wrong judgment, but yeah, to engage but also draw boundaries. Yeah, what do you reckon, Tim?
About inviting people over?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think it depends on the situation. I totally understand what you're saying about having a relationship with that person, but you also want your family to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
And as someone with young kids, obviously you need to be careful about who's around those kids, because they can't protect themselves. So I totally get that. Like, it's definitely important to have that relationship. I mean, I think a first step would be just like getting that person a meal, like
Yeah.
Jen said. Like you
Yeah,
can,
it's
if we
good.
just walk by someone on the street, we could get them a meal in that
Yeah.
moment,
Uh-huh.
and it wouldn't. That's not bringing
Yeah.
them around your family or your home or whatever. It's just
Yeah.
you're just sharing time with them. So
Yeah. Yeah. So flipping that on its head again to people that we've recommended. So people that have been talked about. So what did we talk about? We talked about people that have been in the criminal, been in jail. People that are condemned, right? People of color that have just constantly had that undercurrent of racism or being condemned. Disabled people, like maybe it's not the same thing where you wouldn't just you wouldn't just go and buy one of those 3 examples a meal or something. Like, what does it look like for us to love and bring hope to these people without doing it in like a patronizing way? Like, how do we stand up? How do we make it count for those people? Okay, so Brittany said, I think we need to use wisdom and compassion. Most of us spend our time around people who have some form of internal shame or condemnation. People who don't think God likes them, let alone loves them. Not all condemn people dramatically outside of our sphere. Sure. Yeah, that's great, Erica. Like being able to just, finding work, amazing. Warm winter clothes, yeah. I think the church can generally be quite good at the looking after those that not always, but it's not simple. No, it's not. I'm not saying it's simple, but it's very tangible, right? We can do these practical things, whereas I feel like what's maybe difficult is how do we? Yeah, sure, right. So what Brittany's saying here, like if we see them as a project, we're not really loving them. So what does it look like to love those people that have got this undercurrent of being condemned? I haven't got an answer. I'm literally, it's a rhetorical question. Like, what do we think? Like, what is it? So Jen, for example, I know you want to jump on, but we're going to run out of time. So I don't think we have time for you to jump on, but it'd be great to hear you, Jen, like that conversation you're having right now with your PTA crew. What does it look like to bring compassion, bring mercy to people of color in that example, like where actually they're not represented at that in those tables for school? Like, what are you thinking? Obviously, it's like frustrating, but what do you think is a solution there? Or does anybody have any ideas? I know it's very niche, not very niche, but it's a very specific example. But I know, Jen, you're already thinking of something, I'm sure, because you're always very good at being aware of that. You've got a really good social awareness. But yeah, please raise your voices at this point. I think it's great to hear more things we can do. Yeah, love it. We can ask questions and not make assumptions. Yeah. I know that you guys, before I joined the church a year ago, you guys, a few of you guys marched, did a peaceful march, didn't you, for Black Lives Matter, or basically along those lines. Am I right on that, Tim? I seem to remember a photo.
Well, we were involved in multiple ones. Okay. One was in Cohoes. I mean, not everyone at the church, but one was in Cohoes. We went to one in Troy as well.
Okay.
So yeah, we were definitely involved during that time period where it felt like there was one like every other day, which was amazing.
Yeah.
So the one in Cohoes, the one in Cohoes was wild. It was so telling. There was like a couple people that were hanging out of their windows, like screaming obscenities and just very upset. There was one guy who like got his truck out and had a massive sign and was screaming at people and just trying to cause problems. It was telling to see who was living around us at that moment.
Yeah. April, I love this. This is really tangible and practical, which I love. Just give hugs and be real. Pray hard. Keep pushing forward when you hear heartstrings. I think it's maybe say when you hear heartstrings get tugged on. Listen. Brilliant. So listening. hugging, not always maybe in COVID, but if we can, we can. And then listening. I just love that listening thing. Yeah. So Jen's got back to us. We're going to finish up here. I don't know if there's a solution. I think this is multiple, but it could be a starting point to shift the culture of the school. Yeah. Okay. So bringing that to their awareness is a start, and then we can pray into that. Yeah. Brilliant. All right. Well, it's 8:30. So why don't we pray into these situations? Tim, do you want to start, and then I'll finish, and we'll finish a minute late. But you guys, you can handle it. It's okay.
Jesus, I just thank you for the heart of everyone in our church. I thank you that we have a heart of just mercy, and that we want to help people and meet them where they're at. And I just pray that you would help us do that in tangible ways, and that we would see the people that usually go unseen, and would just be able to do whatever we can to be Jesus to them.
Yeah, it's good. I just love that line that Brittany shared about, we don't want to see these people as projects. We want to see people. We want to see sons and daughters of you, God, that just deserve to be loved like everybody else does, like we do. And we just give you these situations. We give you Jen's situation at the school. We pray for a cultural shift, that there would be a greater awareness of what actually the makeup of this world is. That it's not just white kind of middle class that would can often be the case, but actually you've made this world full of a beautiful blend of people, and that's just amazing, God. And we want to celebrate that. And so we just pray for that for Jen, well, actually for Nora's school, to have that breakthrough there. And God, we think of those in our spheres that that actually don't even believe they're liked or loved by you. Would you help us have a greater awareness this week for those that are marginalized, that those that need to know that they are liked and loved, those that could do with a hug, those that could do with being listened to. Draw them to our hearts and minds in these next few days, God. Amen. Amen. Guys, this always flies by so fast.
That was quick.
It was very quick. We love you all. We'll join you Sunday for some worship and second Sunday of Advent. We'll see you then, 10:30. Join us on Remsen Street. And if you want to see whelks being eaten or roll mops, rewatch this video from the start. And
Don't do it.
Feel the love.
Don't do
All
it.
right.
Good night.
Adios.